Well, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but this is what I've been able to get, so let's give it a shot. This is engine number 1 of the exercise, and we've had some updates since engine number 1, and this has been sitting, and apparently I might have borrowed something or touched it. I'm not sure what happened, but in any case, we're going to go into it. We're going to disassemble or detach the coupling and separate the two modules, and dig into the tender, which seems to have had some interesting things done to it, and then we'll come back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the connector for the engine and the tender. And I'm taking it off of here because I know for a fact I want to change it. Oh no, do you see what I see? In this model, I changed the design to put a threaded insert there, not that one, but smaller one, so that we attached to, yes, so we attached not to the tender but to the truck. Oh no, I didn't do that on some. I'm going to have to think this over again. Let's see, this goes like this. Yeah, that's how this goes. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. No. I did it to one and not to another. So this may have been like a new idea. So what I may do is press that in and do a setup and test it out and verify that that's something that we really want to do. That may be because I can always see this has been reversed and I wasn't sure why I didn't get it. Now I do. So this needs to get pressed into this, but it's not big enough. Okay, so let's get this out of it. Okay, here's the deal. It's on my mind. Okay, so let's just do it. This requires a 4-5 opening, a 4-0 opening. Oh boy, do I have a 4-0 somewhere? 389. Maybe this will do it. Maybe this can do it. Yeah, that's pretty close. Okay. 389 is pretty close. Out of my hand there. There we go. Alright, so I'm drilling this out at 389. I don't know if that's going to do it or not. Let's see. This will start in. Yeah, it'll start. Okay, so if it starts, I can keep it pretty straight, and then I'll use my soldering iron. What I usually do is I wipe it down really good so I don't have any solder on the tip. Alright, and then I just line this up as best I can. Upside down, no. It goes in this way because I'm going to thread it in from the bottom. This is the exposed edge. Keep it straight. Alright, you got it now. There we go. A little robust. Too robust. That's flush. Okay, that ought to do it. Okay, so now nice and warm. So now we'll see how this fits in there. And can I shorten it? I can shorten it some, but not as much as I wanted to. Yeah. You can see that here makes it really long. This makes it shorter. This is as short as I could go, which would be right there, but I might need to come out. So it's going to be in between where I want it and where it was, but that's good. And then it'll go like this, and it'll pivot. Okay, so we got that done. That's done. Holy moly. Oh, wow, that's an eye-opener. Okay, so back to what we were doing. Let's get these harness clamps off and get the harness disconnected so that we can set this aside and get back to work on what's the main event. Okay, so there's one harness connector taken out. Harness clamp, you might say. These may or may not make the cut. I'm thinking they're gonna make the cut because I need to keep the harness off the ground. We'll see. I mean, they're designed in, you know, if you have something designed, you hate to take it out, but you may have to. There we go. Okay, so now we can unplug. There we go. Now the engine is separated. And we'll just set him over here. Out of his way. Clean up some of this carnage, noise, whatnot. I got a lot of noise back here too, but I'm just going to ignore it for now. So what I appear to need to do now is take this apart and put this in. So that makes good sense. Yep, it's going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. This is the bottom. Yep, okay. So in order to get to that, I have to get to this. These are loose now. I see these can come out. I think they should be able to. Nope, they're not going to be able to. I'm gonna have to do something. Oh, I know. These harnesses aren't even. They all have to be replaced. Yeah. Okay. They all have to be replaced. Yes, I can see that. If this goes through there, it's going to be like a miracle. Okay, thank you. There we go. I did grind these out in such a way that they came through. Okay, so we have that out of the way. Now we have to come back to this menagerie. Some of these are soldered in. I see that. So this has to come out. Okay, let me get that wrench. I think it's here. I don't know if this is the right tip or not. Nope. Is this the right tip? Nope. There's another tip. There it is. The gray guy. The gray. Oh, it's the wrong size. How did that happen? All right. All right. Just stay up there for a moment. Let me try this. Try this. There we go. It's a very tight-knit operation here. Got it? Okay. He comes out, he comes out, he comes out. Now, these need to come out, and they can't because they're soldered in. So at some point, you're going to have to make a cut now. They're not socketed in any way. You're going to have to make a call on this. I think the call is going to be unsolder these leads. There's 3 leads, unsolder them. One's broken. If we had performance issues, you might find out one now. Okay, let's go. I don't like to, but these are very hard lines, and not happy with them anyway, so let's fix them. Yeah, this was the first one I built, the first one I assembled, and I've done a few things differently, and so over time you learn, right? Come on, boys, get warm and get unhappy. There we go. That has to get rebuilt anyway, so there. This has to get taken off and rebuilt. There we go. Put that away, set these aside, put him over there, push that out of the way, and just set these there for the moment. This piece is, I think, done. We're like, can't use it, basically. I'm gonna get these other screws out of here because we might be able to reuse those. I mean, they're kind of ugly, but they work. To mount the body together. Well, you use them to help align the pieces anyway. Oh wait, this is the good one. What am I taking it apart for? I don't know. Leave that alone. Set that down. All right. Now, oh, this. Yeah, now this. Okay, here we go. What? I lose track of what I'm doing half the time anymore. Okay, here we go. This is held in with 2 small and 1 big. That's probably going to be the same when we get it back. This is what holds the 2 halves together pretty much anyway. This is the mounting for the power distribution board. Okay, I think those are loose. Now this guy. There we are. Should be it. Should be able to pull these through. They just pull through. Maybe not. Not loose enough. Okay. There they go. There we are. Born free. Okay. This is prototype bed. There we go. This is the prototype one in an early model, and minor differences in the hulls, but major differences up in here, so we can get things in and out. So that's the reason we need to move to this one. Now I'm not going to reassemble everything right away because the first task at hand is to get these guys figured out. Oh, I had a piece now. Where the hell did it go? I had that mounting. Maybe it fell off inside here. I don't know. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I have to get another one of these. Oh, there it is. Oh, look, and it's got the missing, right, that's what happened. See that? Yep, okay, I'll melt one in. Should be good. Holy cow, we'll have to see. I don't know, that looks, yeah, it's the same. All right, one of the things that I did on this that has not taken place on this one is I have gone to a shorter axle spacer and that allows us to have a lot more room in the in this housing. The other thing that I did, because as you can see, I could just pull this apart and pull an axle out. That's not really a good thing. So the other thing I've done is I've created a spacer that I'm going to put in the threaded inserts there, and I'm going to screw this spacer in, and that screws that together. So this can't spread apart during operations. The challenge I had was in my 4-wheel trucks, this was short and it didn't bend so much, but when it's 6 out, this thing has a lot of flex in it. You can see that right there, right? And it could come apart. It shouldn't, but it could. And that part worried me. So that's one. So that's two things. Rate the spacing of the wheel for better rolling, and the spacer to lock that together. The second thing was, I don't know what that was. Oh boy. This, I made them all the same, and this rotated it, and that, I think that was an error. I should have, I did in the later ones, I made a right and a left where the wire comes out up here. So I think I may redo this one. That's a lot of work. I don't know. We'll see. It's a little loose. I'm gonna tighten it up if I can. Yeah, that tightened up for a while anyway. So let's see what I do with that. First, I got to get these apart and press those in. Then I can put them back in here, and then I can do this again and put this back in here. And then let's see how much gap there is in that space, and it's pretty tight. Ooh. I wonder if I need a longer neck on that. I wonder if this one was longer. Nope, they're the same. Okay, well, let's see how much pokes out. Let's see how much pokes out. If I can get it. I can't do it well with that. I can do it well with this. Okay. So you zero the calipers, and you put this ledge on like that. Then you can measure the depth, and I got a 2.5 depth. Now let's see how deep my cavity is. Oh, 2.5. Wow, 3.3. 2.5 and 3.3. That doesn't work, does it? You need a 3.3 to match. So this has, in fact, a 3.5, so that you can put a little wear plate in there for a little less friction. But plastic to plastic isn't so good. So these have to be made taller. I have to see if I have some, and where are they? 3.3 is the answer. Now that I have this wheel apart, I'm going to take this wheel apart. There we go. And let's see how wide this is. 16. That's weird. See how wide this one is. 14.5. I think that's correct. 14.5. 16 is the old, 14.5 is the new. And what happens when you assemble this, you should get all right, let me try it with these wheels. I may have to shorten my axles. So this can turn into a big rework thing. Let's see. Oh, that was missing his bearing even. Yeah, his bearing has come out. There's one here. I don't know if that's the one, but it's missing. Oh, what happened there? Oh, that one's wanting. There we go. Well, I can't say this is a perfect axle, so. But you do see there's more wobble, if you could say that. There's a little more looseness here than there is here. This one spins, but they are really on the edge of not spinning, frankly. This one doesn't spin. That's weird. Ah, me. How far are you gonna go? I don't know. Let's try this guy, see if we got any better luck. First, let's check. This is the old one. 29.5. This is the new one. 28.9. So you know it's narrower by 0.6 of a millimeter. Okay, there's something here I see. .416. I have too much sticking out. Wheels are dirty too. I have to get my little press. I don't know where I put it. Ah, I found it. Yeah, I bought this sight unseen, and you know what they say, right? It's not worth it, I'll tell you that. But it's what I have, so I'll use it. I need to sink this, not this axle, this axle. I need to sink this axle down more. I don't know if I can do that there. See if I can do it here. Oh shoot. This wheel is not a good wheel. Okay. That's better. Let's see if we can keep it that way. Seems like we can. Let's see what this width is then. Well, now that should be more like 3.4 or 3.5. It's 3.2. That's good. And this is 3.4. Okay, that's good. All right. Now let's make one we're playing with. What he's missing? Well, he's got both of his. Let's try this one. Why? That wheel's not straight. Push it and nothing, you push it, yeah, 2.8, okay. Ah, dang it. Yep, that's better. Okay. There we go. That wheel is cockeyed though. Look how bad that is. Look how cockeyed that wheel is. I can't even use that wheel. I learned a lot since I put these together. You rascal. Felt something hit my leg. Can't talk anymore. 3-6. It's not gonna work. It's too long. Set you there. Set you there. Make sure I got the right one. 14-5. 7-3. 7-6. It's not that bad, but it should be 7-5. And what's sticking out? 3-11. Okay, I could pull some out of it. Let's see if I can do that. Better. Let's see what happens in here. No, it's okay. That'll work. Still not perfect. So I have 3 bad wheels. Oh boy. $34.9. $39.8. $39.3. That's weird. Where did he come from? I don't know. That's closer yet. But at any rate, ideally, they spin. Probably need squaring and lubing and some other stuff, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to address all of these things. And I think what I'm going to have to do is come back and back and back, and you'll just see this takes a long time. All right. I'm going to try this way first. We want those shorter wheels. Where did that wheel come from? Way over there somehow. Okay. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and loosen this up. Yeah. Yeah. This is a fat one. These wheels don't look too bad, but they got the wrong spacer. Let's see if I have a good spacer somewhere. Ooh. Ooh. Is that right? What are you doing down there? 13.6. Did I do that much, do you think? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not sure. Go back to school. 4, 5. Let's try 14.5. I'm getting nervous with these. $782. All right. Yeah, that's what we should be getting. Lots of roll, lots of free space. This one's still a little tight though. Well, you can see that it is. Right, that's over 16. This one is fat. It's over 15, but it should be a little tighter yet, but the axle's too long. That's my feeling. But I can't get too aggressive. I have to cut the axle down. If I try to press in an axle that's too long, where was I? Maybe it should be 7. I got it to 727. Let's see what the other one is. I got all my old numbers somewhere laying around. 6, oh, 7. All right, I'm going to take it down to 7. Yeah, $6.99. Eyeballed it. Not too shabby. All right, where's the other? Oh yeah, it's one of these. They're the same, aren't they? Yes. Good. All right, here we go. Now it should go nearly all the way. Yeah. It should go nearly all the way. Ah. Just fits right in there. No problem. Might need a little wrap, tap, tap. Persuasion here. Oh, crap. Well, let's see what it looks like. Got some looseness to it, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. This is correct. That's this should be the base. This one stem is a little long. It's 4. It should be 3.5. This one's 3.6. This one's 4. And the midline is a little fat. It's 15. It should be closer to 14.5. It's not quite all the way down. I think I've tapped it as much as I can. I don't think it'll crush anymore. Maybe a little bit. Let's verify we have a good fit on this. Okay. The axles are still isolated, so that's a good thing. There's a 1 millimeter of plastic in the middle, and that's still there. Hasn't been pushed around by the other axles. And I can tell this, yeah, see that? That's how you want it. See that? That little extra bit is what did it. There it is. That's what we want. That's why we went to the 14.5 and the spacer and those other dimensions that I made every test on every axle, and I made sure they were identical. Not this one, on the other two. As I went along, I learned, okay? So this is the model we want. This is the side frame that we have. I don't know why they're so floppy. I may have to work on that too. So let's see what this is. We know it's wrong, right? Yeah, it's got big ass thing in it. Okay. That's tall man. There's the wait, is that the short man? Yeah, short. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the length? 7.8, no good. 7.7. All right, let's go grind them. Oh boy. That's the way it works. You just got to do it. When you know what you need, you just have to go for it. 7.6, 327, 720, 415. I don't know why that is. Alright, let's give it a shot. It's pretty close. Well, you can tell when they fit snug like that, you got them. All right, now how are we gonna do this? I don't know. Feels like that. There we go. Let's put them in this side. Oh, Jesus. There we are. Both spinning like a top. Yeah, is that right? No, that's not right. That's the old one. Isn't it? Yeah, that's the old one. What happened to you? I don't know. cool. I thought it went in a little snug. I didn't want to say anything until I got more educated. Yeah, that didn't take long, did it? Oh, yeah, see now? Plus you have now a little of this, okay? You have that and you have that. What that's going to do is allow the wheels to track along the, follow the train track independently, not as a piece, and they'll spin nicely. That's the way we want them. So I got to go through the rest, then I got to put in the inserts, then I got to put in the spacer, and then that one will be repaired. So that's what I'm going to do for the next few minutes, all right? And then I'll come back. I'll pause. Okay, I'm back. I got one done. I wanted you to see how the wheels are supposed to run, how they do run on all the others, how there's some wiggle wobble going back and forth, and they use that 7 millimeters and 3.5 millimeters on the exposed axle dimensions. You use the 14.5 spacer, and you set this in, and there's the spacer I told you about. I had another one somewhere. I was going to show it to you. No, that it? No, that it? No. What? I had two of them. I didn't use it. Anyway, there it is. It's in there. Oh, here we go. This is what they look like. They're just that space with room for the screw head, and they lock in the dimensions this way, but if you notice, this one can still pivot. So it still has suspension in that regard. So it can go up and over, but it can't do a whole lot of twisting now with this piece in, but you now have quite smooth operation that way. So I'm going to fix up the other one the exact same way. It's 10 to 5, so I should have all this done and have the new chassis assembled with the wheels and maybe ready for soldering before 5:30. That'd be a good success. I have to take this piece off and find the right depth of this, and then go for it. Okay, so I'm going to put you on pause again and save you from hearing and grinding and watching me measuring 6,000 times, and then we end up with that on all of them. Okay. Well, I'm back. I have both of them ready, and they both spin well, and it was the usual oversized axles. I had repaired this on the other ones as I went through. This one I had to come back and do it. Now what I'm doing is I'm printing the elongated stem that I bolt this to. This is 7.4, it needs to be 8.4, so I'm printing one right now. That extra millimeter gets the screw in properly, and everything will fit up nice. And then I can assemble the lower half and complete the assembly. I put the motor control board adapter in, and I've loosened the power distribution board adapter in, but I've loosened the motor control board so I can get my pivot pins fitted in there, and then get these guys put back together, and then I'll have a rolling chassis, and then I have to stuff these guys. But before I do that, I have to come up with a method, either using this or wrapping it in some way. I put some cloth on here, but as you can see, the cloth is pretty messy. It's coming apart already. I may come up with some an adaptation of this for this side. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I'll think it over. I have tonight, I guess, because I might get done, right? But here you can see a little bit about how I put this board in the back, and I created this harness so that these are detachable. Almost everything is detachable with a few exceptions. And I need to screw this board back on. I need to verify all my connections are good, and make sure the fan is going. And I do, oh damn it, I've pulled a wire somehow. I see a pulled wire right here. I don't know what it's from. I'll have to, well, you know, it's purple. It's coming off of the soundboard. The speaker, it looks like, yep, it's the negative speaker lead right there. Not too shabby. I can take care of that pretty easily. I guess moving these things around, it probably got caught and pulled. This is really thin wire. This unit takes such low power, we can use a thin wire, but for me, thin wire is deadly because, you know, I got 10 thumbs and I'm not very delicate sometimes. If it doesn't go, I make it go, okay? Don't do that, all right. The other thing I noticed was, oh no, he has a heat sink on the smoke, so that's a good thing. I'm going to put a heat sink on the back side of this rectifier here. I'm going to put a heat sink on the back side of that, like I did number 3. That seemed to help a lot. Plus, make sure you put the body on. Oh, I had the body for this one. Let's see, this is number. Yeah. This fellow wanted the body I consider my favorite, is more streamlined, and I think it looks awesome. So this is the oil tender part, and of course the riveted lines would be like this, so the water's back here and the oil is up here, and this would fit on like that. And the I don't know why I didn't bring that out the back, but I left it flat. Maybe I'll bring it out. I don't know. At any rate, I think this is good now. I put extra dome-like in there, so I got some room in the center if we need to do anything. And I had a height issue. I had to push this back a little bit, but when I looked at the models, I have photographs and online stuff that I find. This is actually more near accurate, so we're good with that. So we have the body, and this has got all the notches in it. You can see the notches there. This is on backwards. No wonder it didn't look right. There we go. Now, there's the notches for this piece here, and then this piece sticks out a little bit, and then this just snaps down. I may have to come up with something to hold this down. I don't know, it seems to snap in, but I guess if you guys are bumping it around and doing stuff with it on the layout, it may not, so we'll come up with something. I used magnets in the one before. Plenty of room up there for something. And so that's that. That's done. So fix the wiring, hook up everything you got, put the wheels back on, fit it together, test it, make sure everything's operational, and then the last thing I need to do on the tender is the harness, and then assemble it and see what we need to do for the connector on the on this guy, and if I can use my cable clamp devices, which I really like, on the other piece, and if I can shorten this or not. Now that I know I have a new and different spot for it, I can shorten it a little bit. There's not going to be a lot, but it may be, you know, it's all you need, you know, a little bit's all you need right there. Put the hole right where that piece is there, and that would pivot right like that. That'd be pretty cool, I think. That would look okay for me anyway. I mean, I'm not a train engineer. I just play with trains, you know, 5-6 volts, maybe 20 tops. I did have the engine up to 20 today, and it was I thought it was going to the neighbor's house if I didn't shut it down. It was taking off. Okay, so this is the lab. This is what we do. Take it apart, put it together, fix it, put it together, blah, blah, blah. This is where we are. I will catch up with you when I get back next time, and I'll try to shorten this one, see if I can cut some of the delays out where I disappear and then come back. I'll see if I can do that. Make it a little more. But I wanted to show you the hands-on stuff, because I rarely do that because I don't have enough battery and memory. I put a big memory stick in this thing now, so I can take longer films at once. All right, I'm heading out. Later.